So welcome everybody. A lovely Friday morning, and let's lie down. So we'll start lying down. And as you lie down with the knees bent, I want you to just bring the knees up again, cross the ankles, and have a little bit of a rock from side to side. So not too far. So we're just smoothing out the sacrum fascia that can get quite tender. This one's a really good one to do at the end of the day if you've been sitting for a long time or driving, and then start to imagine that you've got a couple of little pencils on your knees and you're drawing two little circles. So this is just a small circular movement. As you work with the movement, just start to bring attention to the breath and take a nice deep breath in. And have a sigh out. It's Friday at last. Yay. And then change directions. Good. Now bring both hands to the knees and circle them away from each other. And then change directions. Lovely. Now keep the legs where they are. Bring the hands down to the side. We're just going to open the back of the legs so nice and gently, and start with the knees slightly bent until the hamstrings release a bit more. So as you inhale, sweep the arms over and extend the legs up. Draw the toes towards you. And as you exhale, let the knees bend again and the hands come back. Just working with your own breath length. And start to become aware of that natural pause at the top of the inhale, where you can just allow yourself to be supported by that stillness, where there's no rush to breathe out. And the same at the end of the exhale, there's a pause. We don't need to breathe in straight away. So these pauses are called comebackers. And these pauses become really important when you develop pranayama practice and you advance into that type of yogic discipline, and they start to really still the mind. So see if you can just go a little bit deeper into that stretch now and hold the breath in for a little bit. And then exhaling when you're ready. Lovely. And release. Let's place the feet down. Take them a little bit wider than the hips, and we'll start to work into the hip and the thigh area. So arms out to the side in line with the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let the knees drop over to the right, turn the head to the left. So with the feet wide, really try and get the knee down as close to the floor as you can so it starts to release the fascia at the top of the thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Go the other way. Let the head gently turn, relaxing the jaw. Lovely, come back to center. Let's bring the right knee in towards us, interlace the hands on the shin. And extend the left leg away, push the heel away. And as you push the heel away, feel as if you're trying to extend the space in the hip socket. So it's an active stretch through the left leg. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze the knee, lift the head. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Good, one more. Lovely. Now keep the knee where it is and bring the left hand to the outer edge of the knee. We're going to come into a twist and hold the twist and let the twist come across the body. Use the right elbow slightly bent so you can allow the shoulder to drop to the floor. And then take your attention to the left shoulder blade. I want you to slide it over to the left a little bit more so it enables the right side of the body to release a bit more. And then close your eyes. Let's work with an extended exhale here. So breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 6 or more. Feel the navel drawing inwards towards the spine, squeezing the visceral organs, releasing any emotional tension that's been stored within them throughout the week. Lovely. Bring the leg back to center. Release it along the floor. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the right side. Just notice the subtle shifts of energy as you open that side of the body after the deep twist. And then let's bring the left leg towards us. And as you exhale, head to knee. Good, last one. Lovely. Now take hold of the left knee with the right hand. Bring the knee across into that lovely deep twist. Left elbow bent. Slide the right shoulder blade over to the right a little bit more. Ease out the left side of the body. Breathe in for 4. And out for 6 or more. So when we twist this way, we'll be applying pressure to the descending colon, spleen, pancreas, and the stomach, which is slightly to the left. It's releasing, letting go. Lovely, come back to center. Let's release the leg along the floor. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Bring both knees towards you. Exhale into coil. Inhale, lower the feet, sweep the arms over. And as you exhale, push the bottom up off the floor, come up into bridge. Inhale to lower. Exhale, back into coil. Good, now keep the knees towards you and I want you to just rock from side to side. Gently massaging the back of the body. Let the head come with you so that you massage the side of the head, the temple area. Lovely. Cross the ankles, and if the back's fine, start to roll along the spine. So I want you to just roll to the point where you're coming to the shoulder blades. So if you've got a very tight thoracic spine, you can help that area release by just doing a small roll. So you're not taking any pressure into the neck, and you're just rolling sort of from the lower back to the shoulder blades so that feet are pointing to the ceiling and the knees stay bent. If it really doesn't suit your back, then continue the side to side. And then if your back does like this movement and you want to take it a little bit further into the stretch of the fascia at the neck and the head, start to take the toes all the way back. Just giving the whole of the back a lovely massage, stimulating all those acupressure points that run along the side of the spine. And then let's lock up, come round. Let's come into cat. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest. And just work with the eyes closed for a few breaths and feel into this movement. Where is the body resisting it? Now let's take a little bit of focus into the heart space. So we're going to bring the hands forwards and use our fingertips to create extra height. And then we're going to go back and up with the bottom so that we're really stretching out the underarms. Breathe to the heart space, melt the heart toward the floor. Lovely, come back up. Bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to slide our left arm underneath our body and come on to the side of the face and bring the right hand to the sacrum. Use the left upper arm, push it into the floor to encourage the rotation. And again, scan the body. Notice where the body resists this change of shape and take your focus to the resistance and breathe it out. If it feels comfortable, you want to take it a little bit deeper. Extend the right arm up towards the ceiling and then take it overhead and walk the fingers as far away from the top of the head as you can. And I push gently back to center. Notice the change in the back of the body. We'll do cat cow just 3 times, realigning. Lovely. And then slide the right arm down, push the upper arm into the floor to encourage the rotation. Bring the left hand into the sacrum. And then if you want to take it deeper, extend the left arm up all the way over. Walk the fingers as far away from the head as you can. Just really breathing into the side of the body, the rib cage, the upper back. Lovely. And release. Come back up. Cat cow. So you might start to notice a little bit more freedom in the thoracic spine and the neck area. Lovely. Let's step the right leg through. Use bricks on your hands if you need to. Either side. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, let's extend the leg out a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to start to really pay attention to the breath again. And particularly at the end of the exhale this time, I want you to just pause, hold for a moment, then come back out. I'm just going to hold that stretch. If it feels too much to hold it, then keep the dynamic movement going. And some of you might find that you can even sit onto the left heel. So that will really depend on flexibility of the right hamstring and what's happening in the left knee. So you're either doing dynamic, you're holding a bit higher up, or you're coming forwards. Notice whichever version you're using, where the resistance is in the body, and take your focus to the resistance so you can shift the energy that's causing the resistance, because ultimately we are energy beings. We have a body that's made of light called the luminous energy field. Scientists call it the bioplasmic field, so it's a real thing. And it can hold stagnant patterns of energy. And when they're held for too long in the luminous energy field, they start to hook into the physical body and create distortion in our muscles and our organs. Just let it go. Good, one more breath. Lovely, let's come back up. Support the left knee if you need to. We're going to come into a lunge. Remember that lunge can be much shorter, so you can have more of a square shape if there's something happening in the sacrum, or a lot deeper, your choice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, now I'm going to clear the lungs. Exhale, sweep them back and up. Push the breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good, last one. Hands come down, step back. Let's take a a moment in down dog. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, let's come into down dog, heel out the feet. Good, let the knees drop. Let's step the left leg through. And again, I'll modify upwards. So start with the softer movement, bricks if you need them. Excuse me, or hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale. Gonna concentrate on that exhale and the pause at the end. So we just allow, just for a moment, to sink a little bit deeper. Feel the muscles responding to the pause as you hold it. Lovely. Now you either continue with the dynamic, entirely your choice, or we hold and you're still a little bit higher up. You might hold and have the bricks, or sitting back into the heel and bringing the hands forward. So whatever works for your body today, and every day can be different. And then really settle into the breath, observing the body, where it's holding tension. Lovely, come back up. Modify the lunge to suit your back. Inhale, suit the arms up. Exhale, suit them back and up. So using that movement to cleanse the lungs. Inhale. Exhale. And if you feel you want to sigh out, so the breath is much quicker, that's fine too. Good, last one. Hands come down. Let's step back into down dog. Heel out the feet. So we're going to do a little bit of strengthening for the upper body. And again, I'm going to build up the movement. So rest when you need to, and you can rest in swan or just stay in the previous movement if you don't want to take it any further. So take a breath in cat. Exhale, lower all the way down. So we're starting to develop strength in the arms. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, push back into down dog. So that's option one. So we'll do that twice more. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, press down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. And again. Good, stay with that if it's enough. Rest if you've had enough. Next option, when you bring the knees down, lift the feet up. Exhale. Inhale. Feet back down, exhale. So you're just adding in a little bit of weight as you come forwards by lifting the feet. Exhale. And then obviously bring your feet back down to push into down dog. And one more. Good, let's drop the knees. We're all going to rest in child's pose. And I want you to circle the wrists. So sometimes that repetitive action can be a little bit much on the wrists. Give them a little shake. Stretch the arms out. Really feel the breath at the back of the body. Good. So using either one of those options, or you can go for the next option. Inhale, cat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forwards into plank. Exhale, lower. So that's a lot stronger. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, cobra. And down dog. Good, one more round. Good, now let's walk our feet and hands towards each other, holding Uttanasana, the standing forward fold. Soften the knees if you need to. And again, just give the wrists a little bit of a shake. Good, now keeping this forward fold motion, we're going to do earth, horizon, sky. Inhale, lift the gaze to the horizon. Feel the back of the legs stretching, the back of the upper body contracting. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, come all the way up to the sky. Exhale, touch the earth. And again, horizon. And lower. All the way up. And all the way down. And keep going, use your own pace. Good, now next time you come up towards the sky, we're going to hold that position. I use my hands a little bit on this angle, but they're up there. Good, let's stretch over. If it feels too much for the lower back, bring the hands to the shoulders, just reduce that weight. Lovely, back to center. So lengthways on your mat, sort of facing the same way as me. So we're using the full length of the mat. Take the feet nice and wide. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, and as you exhale, turn to the right, hop the back leg out. So you're now in a warrior one. Let's bring the hands behind us, opening the heart space. And you can either just work with the hands in the lower back, thumbs pointing inwards, squeeze the elbows back, or you can interlace the fingers, whatever feels most beneficial for you. Draw the shoulder blades back, lift and open the heart space. Really breathing into the center of the chest. Good, now staying with this movement if it's enough, or if you want to take it further, you're going to come forwards towards the inside of the right knee. If you're working on the other leg, then that's fine. And then raise the arms up behind you. Good, come back up. Sweep the arms up with you. Turn to center. And then you'll find that you're at an angle now with the feet. Come back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn the other way. So I'm going left, but if you're now on your right side, that's absolutely fine. Sweep the hands above the head and hold. Good, bring the hands behind the back, either just drawing the thumbs towards each other and using the elbows to squeeze together, or interlacing the fingers, drawing the head of the arm bones back. Feel the heart space lift and open. Good, and then if you want to take it even further, entirely your choice, come further down to the inside of the front leg, raise the arms up behind you. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Turn back to center. Realign the feet, roll the toes in, bring the hands into the lower back. Inhale, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees if you need to. Let the hands come down and use a brick if you need to, if you've got very tight hamstrings or really long legs and a short torso. So I've got short legs and a long torso. So for me, forward folds are actually really easy because of the structure of my own body. Lovely. Now, we're going to work the inner channels. So if you've got a brick and it's easier for you to use a brick, bring one of your hands to the brick. Otherwise, you move from side to side. So one knee bends, one stays straight, in and out. Lovely, come back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way out. Exhale, bring them down through the midline. Now you can use warrior 2. So pick up the left heel and swing it out so that the toes are rolling inwards. So you get that internal rotation at the hip. And then with the right foot, lift the toes and place the toes straight forwards and then bend the knee. We keep our hands on the hips to start with. We're just going to work with strengthening the thigh. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. So it seems like quite a small movement, but when you repeat it, you can feel the effort required in the thigh muscles and the hamstrings, and also the leg muscles of the back leg. Let's do one more. We're going to hold. Extend both arms out now and look towards that front arm and look at the middle fingernail. So when we bring a focal point into the posture work, it's known as a drishti point, and it helps to still the mind. Good, now bring the right elbow to the thigh. Let's extend the left arm. If that's too much for the shoulder, hand in the hip, draw the head of the arm bone back. Keep the breath nice and steady. Release, swing back to center. Hands to the hips, bring the legs in if you feel like you've gone a little bit wide. So I'm on a fabric mat, which is a lot more challenging because it doesn't give you grip. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forwards. Let's just hold the forward fold. Maybe do a little bit of movement side to side if your body wants to do that, or just hold it statically, your choice. Okay, come all the way back up, sweep the arms up with you. Exhale down through the midline. Let's go the other way. So pick up the right heel, swing it out so you get that lovely internal rotation at the top of the hip. Pick up the left toes and then roll them straight forwards and then bend the knee. Hands to the hips. Let's go in and out. Good, hold, extend the arms out, warrior two. Look at the middle fingernail. Bring the left elbow down. Either just place the hand on the hip or extend it in line with the ear. Nice steady breath. Good, swing back to center. Fold forwards. Good, now just bring your feet in a little bit, hop them in. So they're still a little bit wider than the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale down through the midline. So again, I'm going to modify up and you might want to just stay in one of the softer movements. So inhale, exhale. So you're just coming into a dip. Use that inhale to gather the energy as you sweep the arms up. Good, now you might find you want to go a bit deeper and it really becomes more of a squat. Entirely your choice. And if you have something you can grab onto, then actually you might find you can go a little bit deeper than you normally would. So you can push yourself out of the comfort zone and really encourage the body to heal. Good, now if you want to go even deeper still, you come down, drop one knee, then the other, and then come back up. So that might not be for you, or you can hold on to something, drop, drop, back up. Good, let's do one more. Lovely, now find your way down to the floor. Take the feet out, the bottom flesh out of the way. Bend the knees here if you need to, if you're tight. And also you can sit on a brick if you need to lift the pelvis. Interlace the fingers and notice which way you've interlaced them. Keep them quite close into the belly. Inhale, exhale. So we're really using the tummy muscles at this point to circle. The hands are close into the body to start with. And then as the hamstrings give you permission, start to extend the arms out. So you're going to a much deeper movement. Notice which way you're going. And remember, because we're going to change directions in a minute. Go back to center now. Take your top index finger and move it down one so the rest of the fingers follow. So this is great for brain health. And then go the other way. Take your time to move into that arm extension position. Lovely, and release. Well done. So a comfortable sitting position, whatever that is for you. I'm going to take my meditation cushion because it's much more comfortable. And we're going to do some breath work, so pranayama. So I'm going to invite you to, however you're sitting. So if you can sit in a chair if you want to, but if you're on the floor, then have one of the knees bent and make it the right one so that the right hand is supported. So we're going to do alternate nostril, and this is a really nice variation for the body. So let the left hand rest on the other leg, bring it into chin mudra, so that's thumb and index finger in a loop. And then with the right hand, either put the first two fingers between the eyebrows at Ajna Chakra, or actually just tuck them in. So you're going to block the right nostril with the thumb and the left nostril with the ring finger. But we're going to start by breathing into both nostrils. Breathe into both nostrils. Good, now block the right nostril and breathe down the left side. Good, now breathe into the left. I want you to count the breath in. And whatever your in count is, block the nostril and breathe out of the right for the same count. So we're doing Sukha Pranayama, the even breath. And then when you've done that, breathe into the right, same count. And then down the left. And just keep going. Really pay attention to the breath, the smoothness of the breath as it transitions into the exhale and then into the inhale. Notice whether there's a tendency to want to rush or wonder maybe what time it is or how long this is going to go on for. Just notice the trappings of the mind and simply bring your attention back to the breath. Make this the final breath and make sure that the final exhale is on the left side. Let the hands release. Keep the eyes closed. And when you're ready, let's roll down for relaxation. So again, do that movement where you just let the knees come up a little bit. Cross the ankles, gently circle. So you're just gently releasing the sacrum. And then change directions. And then place the feet down. We're going to keep the knees bent today. I want you to take the feet really wide and let the knees rest against each other. And bring the hands to rest on the torso. Check that the neck is nice and long, chin's tucking in, maybe a pillow if you need to support the head a bit more. When you're ready, another deep breath in, but pause at the top of the inhale. And then sigh out. And again, take a breath in and pause. And in that pause, just do a quick scan through the body. Notice any tension. Keep your awareness at that point and then sigh it out. And once more. Lovely. Now just breathing in and out through the nose. Bring your attention to the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes, the space between the toes. Be aware of all those tiny bones that are in the feet, the muscles, the ligaments, blood vessels. And take a deep breath in with your attention at the ankles. And as you exhale, breathe out through the soles of the feet. And again, attention at the ankles as you breathe in. And then flushing out on the exhale through the feet. Lovely. Now bring your attention to the knees. Notice where they rest against each other. It's maybe slightly warm. Be aware of the inside of the knees, the structure of the knee, the kneecap, the knee joint. Be aware of the calf muscle and the lower leg bones, the muscles, blood vessels, lymphatic system. And take a breath in with your attention at the knees. And exhale, flush everything out. Go down from the knees, through the lower legs, ankles, and out through the soles of the feet. When you breathe in again, bring your attention to where the knees touch. And as you exhale, imagine energy just pouring out. Any stagnant energy that needs to be released from the luminous energy body, breathe it out. Okay, now we're going to go into the upper legs, so we'll be breathing our awareness out by coming from the knees through the thighs into the back of the pelvis. So become aware of the knees again. Notice the thigh muscles, the thigh bone, the hip socket, and the very lower back where the sacrum touches the floor, so the sacroiliac joint. Take a breath in with your attention at the knees. And as you exhale, let your awareness flow down the legs to the hips and out through the sacrum into the floor, just letting go. Lovely. Now bring your attention to the belly, to the visceral organs, the contents of the visceral. To the right, you've got the liver, lower right is the gallbladder, the ascending colon, right side, and then the transverse that comes across the body, and the descending colon on the left, along with stomach, spleen, pancreas, and then the kidneys, either side in the lower back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release any tension out through the back into the floor. Go bring your attention to the chest, to the lungs and the heart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, be aware of releasing tension out through the shoulder blades into the earth. And be aware of the hands. Breathe into the hands. And then breathe down through the hands towards the elbows. Let that energy pour out through the elbow joint. And then back to the heart space. Take a deep breath in. And this time pour out through the shoulders, down through the upper arms into the elbows. And then finally, take your attention to the face, to the sensation of the eyes and the eyelids, the nose, the ears, the mouth. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, breathe out through the back of the head and have that sense of the brain just gently settling into the back of the skull. And there's a little bit more space now in the prefrontal cortex, which is the coordinator function of our processing. Just give yourself some space. Lovely. And then let the hands come to the side of the body. Take a big breath in, sweep the arms overhead. Hold the breath in for a moment, have a stretch. And then a sigh out, bring the hands back. Let the knees come up. Roll over to one side. Bring the hands towards the heart space. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Down through the midline, and just take a moment to connect to the heart space. Namaste.